Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Movement Radio. I am Chip Hazard.
I'm Talon Williams.
I'm Roger Sierra.
And who do we have joining us tonight, Raj?
Today we have a special guest from the McMinn County Highlanders, a rugby team here in Athens, Tennessee. We have our scrum half, our number 9, Braden Howard, also a fan of the show.
Big fan, big fan.
Awesome, man. Thank you for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Chip, you want to kick it off with the show with the question we ask everybody once they come on the show?
The easiest thing is who is Braden Howard?
Well, I am Braden Howard. I've played rugby here in McMinn County for 8 years. Big friend of Roger. Pretty much big rugby guy. I've been trying to keep rugby alive in McMinn County for probably past 3 years. And we've just created a men's team not too long ago, probably about 2 years ago, I want to say. And we've been picking up some good steam with it. You know, we got a women's team. This is their first year rocking and rolling. They've been doing really, really good. The men's team, we just had our first official year in the True South. That is the rugby union for the South, obviously. And we had a winning record. We went undefeated in the regular season and then lost some playoffs, unfortunately. But I love it.
Awesome.
So what you're saying is you're the New England Patriots of your division?
No.
Ouch. Y'all need some Neosporin for that burn?
That's horrible. That's horrible.
It wasn't a burn. I was asking a legitimate question.
It is a burn.
All right. All right. So Chip asked the question, who are you? I'm going to ask the question, who were you before rugby?
God, let's see. Well, I mean, I started playing whenever I was, 14. So, I mean, wee little boy. I mean, kind of an awkward kid, you know, I mean, didn't really have a place to call my own. God, before rugby, I was playing a lot of football, you know, a lot of different sports, you know, really young kid, just trying to figure out my way, you know, love sports, love all sorts of sports. But before rugby, I mean, didn't really have a place to call my own in that sort. But
okay. So what attracted you to rugby?
Well, I was going to my freshman year of high school. Like I said, I played football, but you know, I realized I don't think many teams want a 5'5", 150-pound linebacker, you know. Doesn't really pan out. So I was going to my freshman orientation at high school, and you know, you're walking down the halls, you got all these booths to your side. I was walking down, and there's this booth, and what's a nice way to put it? They're just kind of hooligans, you know. They're just kind of silly guys, you know, messing around the hall. And they're like, they point at me. They're like, we want you, 14-year-old with a beard. We want you on our team. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's see what this is about. And I think going into my freshman year of high school, I remember like really late on ESPN one night, I was watching ESPN, probably about 3 a.m. Something popped up on the TV guide. It was like Sevens Collegiate Rugby. And I remember watching it. I was like, this is really freaking cool. You know, I mean, like essentially, you know, football with no pads. I'm like, that's my first thought. I'm like, this is really cool. You know, like, what can I do with this? So whenever they said rugby, that was my first thought. You know, I think back to thinking of watching this at 3 a.m. I'm like, this is really cool. You know, I could definitely play this. And I knew I definitely wanted to keep playing something. I wanted to keep being an athlete. I love the environment of being an athlete. I love being part of something bigger myself. So I was like, you know, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
I love watching rugby, but I have zero clues to what's going on. I love it. Like, I don't understand the rules or anything like that, but man, I'll sit and watch it all day long.
It's a hooligan sport played by gentlemen.
Sure. I like that. A hooligan sport played by gentlemen. That's crazy.
Yeah, because we got gentlemen on the team. We got gentlemen on the team.
So how long have you known Roger?
So it's pretty funny with how it works. So I started playing in 2015. Roger was actually on the very first team at our high school that we both graduated from. Roger, when did you start playing again?
2010.
So, I mean, I graduated in 19. He graduated somewhere around that area.
2010.
2010. So he was on the very first team. And we met up with the Highlanders. Our coach now, Sean Rooker, he was coaching Roger at the time. And he was my high school coach. So, you know, Roger and we met through the Highlanders, and we had made some kind of joke or something at practice one day about Power Rangers, and then it was just full steam ahead. We just clicked right there.
Yep.
Because I'm a big Power Rangers guy, Roger's a big Power Rangers guy, and then it just goes into football, everything like that. And then, you know, when you start playing rugby together, it's funny how everything works. One thing just steamrolls.
Yep.
So who's your favorite Power Ranger?
It's very cliche, but Tommy was always my favorite growing up. That was my hero, man. Me and Roger had the pleasure of meeting him 2 years ago, and that was probably one of the best days of my life. Awesome.
That was a pretty cool day.
Awesome.
Super awesome day. We watched football in the car until we had time to go meet him.
That's right. No, it was awkward as hell, though. You can ask Roger. It's funny.
I mean, it's nerve-wracking when you first meet people you've seen before, but it just takes time. Once you get used to it,
It's pretty strong.
I mean, sometimes it gets better. I mean, look at Chip when he met Walter.
That was a great interview, man.
Yeah. That would.
I'm glad, Roger. Did you show him the unedited version of that?
I still have it around actually here. Should show the unedited improv sketch comedy from that.
Please stop.
Right?
Please stop. Just stop.
It's really going to make its way to the internet.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, it needs to.
It needs to. It's the greatest improv I've ever
motherfuckers
seen.
are never going to let me live this shit down.
Anyway.
All right. But you made me think of that. One is like, you guys were talking about meeting Jason and Frank about how like that thought in your head of like never meet your heroes or something like that, and you always had that thought. It's like, is that, I'll leave this to open discussion for everybody. Is that always in the back of your mind whenever you're like meeting, like, hey, we're going to meet this celebrity? It's like, I hope they're not an asshole. Does anybody else have that thought in their head?
I don't know. I think 9 times out of 10, most of the people we've met through just the circus and everything has been pretty awesome towards us in general.
I really feel like that cliche has only come true during wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, I haven't had a bad wrestling experience yet with us. I mean, not yet.
If anything, I think it just makes me realize that they're people too. Like you get this persona that they are bigger than life, and then it's like, okay, he's just like me. That's how I was with JDF at least.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably the best mindset to go into because you'll understand better if they're having a bad day or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's athletes, wrestlers, celebrities that you meet and stuff like that. Maybe Chris Daughtry is a nice guy. He was just an asshole that day. But anyway.
I mean, we've had a weird experience with Jonathan Frakes, but I mean, he wasn't actually that bad of a guy.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
Once you get the backstory of why what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
But no, really, I mean, it's pretty much like a flip of a coin, whether or not they're going to be good or bad, I guess, and depend on the day you get them. Like I said, most of the guys we've met, 9 out of 10 have been pretty awesome, and we've actually probably made a lot more friends than we were supposed to.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask a question. Stop.
Go ahead. We're running your mouth and conduct an interview.
That's what we're supposed to be doing here, running our mouths. But no, so I'm gonna ask the next question.
Welcome to radio.
What does rugby mean to you?
Well, I mean, it means a number of things to a lot of people. I mean, for me, especially, I remember whenever I was in high school, my senior year, we wrote this paper, exactly the question that you asked, what does rugby mean to us? And I think as you go through it longer, when you're around the sport longer, you realize just what it means. Like, I think recently, the past couple of years, you realize what it means for me. Like 2 years ago, we had a teammate pass away. You're at your teammates' funerals. Like 2 years from now, I'm getting married. Majority of my groomsmen are all teammates. I have found myself through the sport. I have found a family. I found where I fit in. I see a place where anyone can fit in, like a guy like me, I'm 5'5", 150 pounds. I see people who are huge. Anyone can play the sport, I mean, it's just so welcoming. It's such a beautiful community, and I love it so much. It's truly, truly beautiful. I mean, I would not be who I am or where I am without it. I have a wonderful community in McMinn, and I love it.
Awesome.
And so what is the position that you play on the team?
So it is scrum half, number 9. Essentially, it's quarterback on rugby terms. I lead the offense. I pass the ball majority of the time. I orchestrate a lot of it.
Yep. He does all the hard work.
All the hard work.
Hey, try passing rugby ball on the run. See how hard it is.
I look pretty while everyone else does the dirty work. I will say that. I got a lot of guys who do a lot of really, really tough stuff I could not do. I appreciate the heck out of them.
So explain to people, I guess give us the Reader's Digest version. Just explain just specifically how you go about playing rugby.
In terms of,
like I said, Reader's Digest version.
So there's the main one most people probably know is 15 versus 15. So your
That's
front
what you see on
8,
Peacock, yeah.
So your front 8 are your 4s, so your big guys. To your front
row,
row,
offensive and defensive linemen almost.
Yeah, which is I don't know how they do it, but the front row would be your 2 props who hold up your number 2, which is a hooker. The reason why it's called a hooker is because you hook the ball. Simple. They try to make it as simple as possible, and your props hold them up. Behind that's your locks. Okay. They pretty much keep those guys together in place when you're going for a scrum because you got to put all the weight, just head crash back and forth, everything like that. So they're the guys right in the middle, dead center. They're usually they should be your taller guys, so you have more length for the push and everything like that. But sometimes they can be just same as everybody else. On the outside of them are your flankers, and they pretty much are the fast forwards. They're able to go into the back line, help out the backs, and they're also able to pretty much watch what the other scrum has doing and be able to intercept, hopefully. And then at the very end of that is your 8-man, who's sort of I want to say, like the leader of the pack, sort of. He helps with the scrummy, getting coordination, and everything like that, so he knows whether to push or pick up and go or just whatever. He's that last man on that line right there for the forwards. And then we go to the back line, starting with where Braden plays, is scrummy. And like you said, the quarterback, pretty much. He gets the ball out, gets everything going, gets everybody set. Next to him is the number 10, which is the fly half, which is the backup quarterback, I guess.
You could say that.
Because, I mean, not really another way to really put that, because once you go down, he's pretty much
kind of like a dual quarterback, we'll say that.
Yeah.
So Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. Okay.
Then from there, you have your inside center and your outside center. Those are your heavy hitters on the back line.
Almost like a running back.
Yeah. They're the guys that have more beef on them, but are athletic or more agile, or as agile as the other guys. You pretty much want to give them the ball to run through, and if they see somebody get tackled, they're the ones right there hitting, ready to go with it next. And then you have your 2 wingers on the outside, and those are your wide receiver, like your slot receiver, kick returner guys. They get them the ball, and hopefully they can run it all the way in. And then your very end guy by himself out on the island is your fullback. He's pretty much your kicker and also a kick returner at the same time.
Almost like a safety too, your last line defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So it's always,
constant movement.
It's constant movement, and it's also forward lateral passes. You don't pass forward, you pass backwards.
Always
backwards.
Or at an angle. Okay.
At an angle, backwards, and you can kick forward.
Okay. So you can run it in. Okay. So if you run it in, how many points?
That is 5.
Yep.
5 points. And if you kick it in, it's how many?
I want to say 3.
3. It's 3 points if you're on. If you have a penalty or you do a drop kick, it's 3. If it's after the score, it's 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open play 3, conversion 2.
Yeah, and you can literally kick whenever.
So you could be like literally right there close to where the goal is, and you can kick it right there if you wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a buddy in our state playoff game. We were about 20 meters out. I sling it to him. I've never seen this done before in a game. In all my 8 years, I just sling it to him. He's like, you know what? We're not beating it in. These guys are really beefy. Just boots it. They reward them. We go back for the score.
Interesting. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. So here's a question. Aside from your own team, who's your favorite rugby?
USA, baby.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
it's a cliche answer.
Yeah. So politically correct answer.
Boo.
I don't know. Okay. All right.
No, US is a really good team.
Oh yeah.
We just can't convert when it matters. And I hate it so much.
You guys US usually loses against like what, England or Ireland or one of the other
New Zealand,
European teams.
The pretty much the big 6 of rugby, but they always have an opportunity to win. They just don't convert.
Gotcha.
Got a lot of talent, just can't convert. But
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, but sevens though, we're true force.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
A long time.
Right. All right. So go ahead, Chip.
Aside from rugby, what sports are your favorite to play and watch?
Oh, big football guy. Love football. College football, NFL, love it. Obsessed with it.
So who's your college team?
Tennessee. NFL team is Baltimore.
Yeah, we have a Ravens fan.
Woo!
Ain't nothing wrong with a Ravens fan. My son's a Ravens fan.
He chose
wait. Hold on. If you're a Ravens fan, why are you wearing a Cincinnati Bengals shirt?
Okay.
I'm glad you asked.
I was going to ask.
My fiance's family is they're from Cincy and buy me Bengals gear, and I love her family a lot, and we watch a lot of games together and stuff. So it's gotta love my family. So love them to death. So I always support their team too.
A house divided.
That's right.
At least it ain't the Steelers, right?
Oh God, thank God.
This ain't gonna work, baby. I can't wear that gaudy yellow. I can't do it.
What about the bumblebees?
It was actually funny. We went to our Ravens-Bengals game week 16 or 17 this past year. And we went to the game, and we actually had the opportunity to sit in the box. So we're sitting in the box, and I get a T. Higgins jersey from my buddy. He's a big Bengals fan. I'm sitting in the box, and Von Bell's grandmother or aunt is sitting right beside of us, and I'm in all this Bengals gear and everything. And every time the Ravens would get a first down, I would subtly she'd side eye me, and she'd be like, and she'd joke with me. She's like, "It's okay. okay. It's okay. But it was fun. Love the Bengals too. House divided, like you said.
Von Bell actually went to the high school that I went to.
Really?
Yeah. He graduated, I think, 2010, 2000. I want to say it was 2011 because he went to Ohio State, played 4 years at Ohio State, and then he got drafted to New Orleans before he went to Cincinnati. But yeah, I went to a homecoming one time at Ridgeland when he was actually still playing on the team, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I saw an NFL player play in a high school game before he made it to the NFL. I thought that was pretty cool.
You can definitely tell.
It is crazy.
You can tell who's going to be a professional player.
Oh yeah. My sophomore year, T. Higgins came and played my high school. Somehow, I don't know how, we locked him up and we won, but it is crazy. Seeing them before they get to the league, it's pretty surreal.
See, you didn't have to be there for the Randall Cobb year.
No, thank God.
We got destroyed every year when he came down.
Oh my gosh.
Like literally, kick return. Oh, we kept it in bounds. Okay, well, there he goes.
There's 7 points on the board.
What was that? Alcoa?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then he would thrash us easily.
Yeah.
I remember one game he scored 6 touchdowns on us.
Whew. Could you imagine, I don't know where Derrick Henry went to high school, but could you imagine where if you were the high school team that had to play against this Derrick Henry guy, and you're like, oh, it's just another running back, and next he's got 8 touchdowns, 400 rushing yards, 2 catches over 100.
You just finished geometry in 7th period. You just bombed the test, and then you have to line up against Derrick Henry. Yeah, it's a bad day.
Yeah. He's like, hey, your leg's broke, kid. At least I passed my science test. Yeah, because you better get the academic scholarship. Your ass ain't making it to the pros, kid.
So he went to high school in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey,
I didn't know. I didn't think. I mean, how do you in high school? You don't have any coaches that tell you how to stop a guy like that.
No, hell, most people can't stop him in the NFL, But then again, of course, if you listen to everything that ESPN's been saying over the last couple of weeks, the running back position is pretty much a dying breed at this. They don't want to pay running backs. At least not the good ones. At least,
Yeah. So the bad ones ruin it for people.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Josh Jacobs isn't getting a payday, Saquon got that 1-year extension. I don't know when CMC's next. I don't know when CMC's next contract's going to be able, but then again, he's got injury history, so who knows if he's going to be able to get top dollar,
Well, he's highest paid right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Yeah.
He's highest paid.
Yeah. I think right now, he is the highest paid.
Yeah.
No, Nick Chubb's contract's coming up too, and I think
they'll let him go.
You think Cleveland will let him go?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're dumb.
Dalvin Cook's out on the market too, and who knows if he's going to go in.
Nah. Unfortunately, watch him go to the Jets.
Fuck the Jets.
Your favorite team, man. Why do you do this every time?
Shut up, Roger. Shut up. Sorry, I'm a Dolphins fan, so that's why I say fuck the Jets.
It's not as bad as the Jets.
Yeah. Hey, at least I didn't say Patriots.
I mean, they're not as bad as the Jets right now.
I mean, they've regressed a lot, but I mean,
Zap attack.
Nah, I'm all about Big Mac Jones.
Zappy and Mackey. Belichick didn't take a nappy.
Let me get this out. Sorry, hold the book.
All right.
I forgot where we were. This is what happens when we talk.
Yep. Chip, you got a question, Bubba?
I just asked my question.
Yeah, the other sports was the other question. What other sports?
Yeah, gotcha.
So
what drew you to the Ravens?
So actually, my best friend growing up, whenever I was a kid, his family's from Baltimore. His dad was a cop out there. His mom and dad met out there. And we met in about 5th grade. So I want to say that was 2011, 2012. And I used to go over to his house all the time. And it was probably about that fall when we first met. I was going over there every weekend. And it was a Sunday. I'd stayed Friday through Sunday. And he asked me, he was like, hey, are you going to go home or are you going to watch the Ravens game? I was like, sure. I like football. And it was that prime Ravens defense of Haloti Ngata, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, the whole gang. I was
Jamie Sharper, Goose. Ugh.
These are some badass guys. I was like, this is awesome. They go out there, they kick ass. I'm like, this is really cool. So I go home. I'm like, guys, I need a Ray Lewis jersey. Next week, I got a Ray Lewis jersey. I fell in love. And, I am very thankful for his family bringing me to the Ravens. Love them so much. Great team.
So who's your favorite player on the Ravens right now?
Right now? Oh, man. I'm not going to go with the stereotypical answer, but I'm going to go a little off-brand. I want to say Gus Edwards.
Okay.
Gus Edwards was the man. I love that physical run style. It's just you don't see it much anymore.
Nope, you really don't.
I figured you would want to say Odell Beckham.
Hey, man, when you go from Sammy Watkins to OBJ, you got to love him.
Hey, you have more faith in him than I did. I thought he was going to say Devin Duvernay.
Who?
Hey, hold on. Hey, whoa. Be talking shit about Duvernay.
Did Duvernay play in Texas?
Yes.
He did.
That's I know. Nah, he's a hell of a punt returner, dude.
It's a Pro Bowl punt returner, man.
Exactly.
Pro Bowler. Put some respect on his name.
Hey, I got nothing but love for Devin Duvernay.
Yeah.
You say that after he's insulting him.
No,
Yeah, right.
Not an insult. Not an insult at all.
So they always like to insult me because I'm a Texas Longhorns fan. Oh, I think his shit froze.
Oh, I think so. Let's pause. All right.
What I was saying, they like to shit on me because I'm a Texas Longhorns fan.
Well, Josh Heupel did say it really well at SEC Media Days. There is only one real shade of orange, but I'll leave it at that.
Well, I will tell you that there's only one shade of orange. You are correct, and it's not the one that will blind you when you're driving down the road.
I mean, you guys are the most recent orange to technically win a championship, so I guess you can hold that.
Oh,
Yeah.
2005.
2005.
2005.
Hey,
Yep.
That was a damn good game, and you can't deny it. That was a damn good national title
Best college
game.
football game of all time, man.
I agree. I'm
I
still
can't say
mad at
that.
Ohio State for 2001. Pass interference, my ass.
Pass interference doesn't exist unless it needs to be for the offense.
Right. Thank you, of course.
Just as Drew
I'm-
Brees'
I'm-
playoff record.
Oh,
No, that's not his fault. Okay, that is not his fault. Most of it, like 90% of it's not his fault.
Oh no, trust me, my heart hurts.
And
for
he
him.
should have been MVP in 2009 and 2010.
Don't get me started on Big Head's trash playoff record.
Oh my God, Big Head, his quarterback, right? Braden's
Not
quarterback.
his actual quarterback.
That's what I say. Braden's
don't speak on my man's name like that.
How many national championships he won?
Hey, Super Bowls, man. Super Bowls, we made up for it. It's okay.
In Super Bowls, he didn't win the second one, that's for sure.
Hey, it's still in the trophy case.
Not his.
See,
He was there.
here's the thing I don't understand about Peyton Manning or about Tennessee, the Vols in general. So the street in front of the school, Peyton Manning Boulevard. What the hell did he ever do? T. Martin won the very last national championship that Tennessee has seen, and where's he at?
I think it's a crosswalk behind the school.
Oh, okay. But why is it behind the school?
You know why? Because he's not Peyton Manning.
I'm just saying.
Are you looking up the cross street for T. Martin Drive or whatever?
Huh?
Are you looking up the cross street?
No, I'm looking up the 1998 Tennessee Vols championship game.
It was the exact same team. It was the exact same team that Peyton Manning had, except for T. Martin was the QB.
Yeah. They had
Jamal Lewis, Al Wilson.
Jamal Lewis. They had Peerless Price, Cedric Wilson. Cedric
Peerless
Wilson
Price.
Senior. Woo! There's a Saint shit.
Bro, you got to remember, Asante Samuel Jr. is in the league.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up. Yeah. Notable players were like what you said. Al Wilson, a linebacker, went to the Broncos. Peerless Price went to the Bills. Sean Bryson went to the Bills. Steve Johnson went to the Seahawks. Jeff Hall, the kicker, went to the Washington football team. And Corey Terry went to the Colts. Those are the notable. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong draft. I'm looking at 99s. Why is it showing me 99? Oh, no, because it was 99 when that draft took place, and it was a 98 season. Okay, yeah, so I was right. Okay, yeah, so 6, but T. Martin got drafted too. I thought he got drafted too.
I feel like it was Pittsburgh. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh. He played 2 seasons with Pittsburgh, and then he played for the Rain Fire. Oh, it's the NFL Europe team. Okay.
Fun fact: he was actually drafted before Brady. He was one of the Brady 6.
Yeah, he was one. Yep. Yeah, that was interesting. Who was
and I say all that to say that he was not a good pro quarterback, and in college he just had
the right team.
He had the luck of having that same team stick around for his year. I do find it interesting that he literally is the last national championship quarterback for Tennessee, and they show him no respect at that school.
Yeah. That's fair.
He's currently, as of 2023, he is the Baltimore Ravens quarterback coach.
Yes.
Finally got a QB coach.
That explains it.
It all comes full circle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I guess they're winning the title this year.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Lamar Jackson got to learn how to throw first, right?
Yeah, you
don't rely on his legs.
He's thrown for 500 yards in one game before. What do you mean?
But he ran for like 800.
So if you can do both, do both.
Ask Cam Newton how that goes.
Hey, he's a lot more careful with his body, man. I'm just saying. Cam was a truck.
Yeah. And now he feels like a truck. Where's he playing for?
Nobody, I don't think.
Cam
I don't think he's on the team.
He's playing.
Didn't he go back to the
he's on
Panthers?
Twitch right now.
Did he go back? Let me look it up. Hang on a second.
I don't think he did. I don't think he's signed anywhere right now.
He listed a
Dang.
team of teams that he would want to be backup for, but he did not go back.
He is currently a free agent.
Dang. Well, I guess he better get that stream life going.
Yep,
Is he gonna be an analyst too somewhere?
probably. He gonna
can
take
go-
Shannon Sharp's place on Undisputed.
He can go play for Las Vegas. They need a quarterback.
I want him to back up Lamar, man. Get rid of Tyler Huntley.
Huntley didn't do too bad.
He was a Pro Bowler.
I'm not going to forgive him for reaching over the goal line. Scant.
Pro Bowler though.
Hey.
He's a Pro Bowler for you guys.
Pro Bowl quarterback.
Shit, my quarterback, I mean, jeez, if he could just stay healthy and not have his fucking brains turned into Swiss cheese every week, he'll be fine. Yeah, throwing up gang signs and shit. Then we got Mike White backing him up, and then that Thompson kid from wherever we drafted.
Hey, I will say Skylar Thompson almost came back in that game against the Bills, man. That was close.
Yeah, man. If we would have won that game, beating the number 2 seed with a fucking third string quarterback, that'd have been nice.
We're talking about third string quarterbacks right now are the best.
Hey, Brock Purdy. Yep.
Comeback player of the year. All right, let's get back on focus. So Braden, is there a message out there that you want to tell people about, like getting interested in rugby or who have played rugby and are hesitant to go back in or anything like that at all? You know, some old people like me.
You know, I would say just give it a shot. You know, I mean, like you don't have to have a huge workload. You know, I mean, like you can do whatever suits you. You know, if you want to just come out like once a week, if you want to just play here and there, if you want to just play touch rugby, where it's just 2-hand touch, or if you just want to be around the team. Like I said before, it is a wonderful culture to be a part of. Everyone is welcome. It's a wonderful, beautiful community. So, I mean, if you've ever wanted to try it, just give it a shot. You know, I mean, it's for everyone. I promise you, there is some outlet for you. There is touch rugby. There is full out blown rugby. I mean, it's for everyone. You can ask. Roger can attest to it.
Yeah, old broken up people can play rugby.
Time out.
What?
Touch rugby?
Yeah, that's for conditioning. 2-hand touch rugby.
What the heck?
Teaches you how to
there
pass.
is- No.
Teaches
It's
you
like
how to
2-hand
pass.
touch football.
It's touch rugby.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so for pussy.
No, it's conditioning and for new
No,
people.
it's for pussy.
Conditioning and new people. It's all
That's
cardio.
what the kids start out playing.
The kids are playing flag. We should do flag rugby.
Yeah, that way we know whenever Roger gets.
Yeah, instead of people just saying touch.
Denmark. Okay, so like what you said just a second ago, you said that you can play full-fledged rugby. So obviously, I mean, you see it. I mean, they got rugby games on Peacock. They come on ESPN. People do get hit pretty hard, and people have had a pretty bad injuries. I think I've seen one injury where this dude got picked up and they dropped him directly on top of his neck and it paralyzed. Can't remember. We looked it up earlier. I just can't remember the name of the player. I'll have to look it up here in a minute. What's like been some of the like more serious injuries that you've had, or have you been injured playing rugby?
Let's see. About 2 years ago, I injured my IT band, my knee. That one was pretty rough. But probably, I mean, I don't want to deter anyone from rugby, but in high school, I did see a kid break a couple of ribs, and that's probably the worst one I've seen. It was a really, really hard hit. Guy took off from about 15 yards back and just full on football hit. Just laid him out. Wasn't very disciplined, but like I said, I don't see that very often. But in terms of worst injuries, that's probably the worst I've seen.
Damn.
Y'all had it nice. We had a guy literally snap his arm and just fling around. He didn't even know he broke it. It was hilarious.
He didn't know.
I heard that story.
Ooh. I've seen that shit.
He got like slung around like by his either up here or like the lower side. And he got slung, thrown out of bounds, and we landed. His arm was like in position for like a stiff arm, so he just braced wrong and literally snapped it like right here. It was just literally doing this. But he didn't know about it because, you know, he just went down, had a little adrenaline still going, and had the ball in his hand. And the other coach is like grabbing him, telling him he can't do it. And like, we're like, what the fuck's going on here? So we're about to fight the other coach for touching one of our players. And then.
Yeah. God. Yeah. It's like you said, like it broke off like right here. Like, I remember like watching, I know it's two completely different sports, but I was watching a UFC fight. And Corey Hill just did a normal, just straight kick to the thigh. And then when he went his leg back, it's like his foot went like this and it just went just like that. And it just, he landed on the broken bone that he fractured. And it's like, ah! And it's like, oh, God. It reminded me of when Sid Vicious broke his leg coming off the top rope with a big boot. It was that bad.
Oh, my God.
It was that bad. Like, oh, I still to this day cannot watch that video without cringing. It is horrible.
I'll send it to you in a second.
Please don't. Please stop. Stop. Oh, God.
You got to remember, he was told he had to have a big move off the top rope to be a champion.
Do a crossbody.
There was a pretty funny injury. I wouldn't say funny. But
Funny injury.
looking back, it was pretty funny. So, my senior year of high school, we were playing. We get to this field and they're like, we can't actually get into our football field, so we've got probably on practice field. It's like 8 o'clock. It's pitch dark outside. So we're warming up. It's getting very, very dark, and all of a sudden we start seeing these trucks circle us. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So we're in redneck Yee County, and we start looking around. So for lights on this field, you just see all these trucks just circle the field, and they turn on all their headlights and their big lights up top and everything. I'm like, they're really about to do this. Okay. So we get out there, we start playing everything. It starts raining. And my buddy, he goes up to catch a kickoff. So he goes up, catches the kickoff. He's protecting himself, throws his knee up, has the ball like this. And with how this guy tackles him, he throws his shoulder right into his nose as hard as he can. My buddy just breaks his nose really, really bad. So it's bleeding everything. He's like, well, I got to keep playing. Real tough guy. He goes to the sideline, shoves a tampon up the nose to stop the bleeding on both sides. He's got a tampon hanging out both sides. Plays the game, rest of the game, scores like 3 or 4 more times. Just got 2 tampons running out both nostrils. It's great. Okay. Only funny injury, but
that's more of like a show of like guts and grit and determination.
Oh yeah,
it's not like somebody like didn't go like Marshawn Lattimore and just like completely damn near dismember your leg and you're like ha, like that. But golly.
Rugby's a tough sport. A lot of stupid injuries happen for no reason at all.
So what's your stupidest injury, Raj?
My thumbs don't work, bro. I can literally dislocate my thumb.
Oh, ow!
And this one doesn't move, so I have to literally hold on. Can I do this? Hold on, let me.
Wait, it don't move.
Hold on. Oh, I won't do it. I literally have to pull to move my thumb. I have to literally pull it in, and it pops it back in place.
Hold on, like this.
I might want to do it either. It won't. Literally, it has to literally pop out, and then because it really dislocates also, but it literally doesn't move at all. So I have to literally force it back in spot to be able to move it.
Am I the only person here with opposable thumbs? Am I the evolution man? What is the fuck?
But no, really dislocate my thumb.
Oh God, dude! All right, stop doing that, please.
There's that one, and then playing against Carnes. The only time I got the ball offensively, I got the ball a lot defensively on poaches, but offensively, I got the ball past me one time in the season, and I got tackled by Carnes 8-man who was like 245 pounds, and I landed on he picked me up, scooped me, landed on my shoulder, tore every tendon in my right shoulder off completely. So my arm was literally like this on, and I didn't even know. I was like, man, my arm just feels weird. I was like, oh, and then I get subbed out. I was like, oh, what's going on? They're like, oh, that hurts. Yeah, you can't play anymore. I was like, oh, okay.
How long was you out at that?
So I lied and only set out for 3 weeks.
How long were you supposed to be out for?
I was supposed to be done for the season, but I couldn't do that. We were down to 14 people, so I had to go out there.
Don't different, man.
Oh wow.
Back then I was. I didn't have to worry about health insurance.
God.
But no, that's why sometimes my right shoulder just locks up. So yeah, it's fine. I never had a rehab.
So Braden, a little while ago, you guys brought up Sean Rooker. We've had Sean on the podcast a couple of times. Shout out to Sean, by the way. How is he as a coach in terms of motivation, teacher, all that?
Best coach I've ever had, man.
Greatest coach.
You can ask anybody that's been coached by Sean. I mean, he's tough, but he loves you. I mean, that's the coach every athlete wants to have. I mean, he wants the best for you. He's going to push you every single day in practice and outside. He's your guy. I mean, He's been through a lot of stuff with us outside of the pitch, and he's a great, great friend. Even after I graduated, whenever he coached me in high school, even after that, he was there for me every step of the way. And just hearing someone that you look up to so much, like him, where he says, hey, I'm so proud of you for everything you've done. You're a great, great player and everything. It means a lot. I mean, when you look up to him, I mean, you guys know him. He's a great, great guy.
Yes. Amazing guy. Definitely he impacts people's life in such a positive way and has definitely helped out tons of people that he doesn't even know. Yeah. I wish he was here so he could tell us to stop and start crying. It'd be great.
But I mean,
I can message him real quick. Hold on.
It was cool podcast. It was cool for me. One of our last games in our first season, he was actually able to hop in a game. He hadn't played in a long, long time. And to be able to look over and see one of your high school coaches and one of these guys that's drilled you real, real hard and, you fought before, all this stuff. Being able to look over and pass him the ball and see him truck through 3 guys, it's like, oh, man, this is really cool. Pretty cool moment.
Boom, boom, boom. You're like, oh,
Rhino.
Shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Start screaming gore everywhere.
Pretty much what he does, he just goes into you. Because he has no lateral movement.
Forward.
Yep.
Just keep going forward, right?
Yep. But no, definitely one of those.
So kind of like Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Except he goes down on the tackle. Derrick Henry doesn't go down on the tackle.
He's got about one run in him.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry's still your soul. Shit, he did to Josh Norman.
That's the best defensive back in the league. What you talking about?
Bullshit.
But no, all right. So real quick, is there any like message or anything that you want to get out there about the team? You know, I know obviously get more people out there and everything, but like where can people go or where can people like find out about the team?
So we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, McMinn County Highlanders, men's, women's, Facebook, Instagram, both. We practice in McMinn County over at Bicentennial Park heading towards Etowah. We practice Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 9 p.m. If you want to come out, just get a feel for it. Just come out, watch practice. We're not asking you to commit to anything. You're not having to pay anything. Just come out, see, hey, I've never seen rugby before. Let me see what a rugby practice is like. Come out, check it out. We've got rugby film on YouTube so you can see what one of our games is like. If you want to come out, just come out and watch. Real laid back, a lot of good people. If you want to come out and try it, by all means.
Any upcoming games?
So actually, we are starting our fall season in September, but if you want to catch us in action, we will be playing actually an alumni game next month, August 12th. That is at 6:30. Bicentennial Park, right where we practice. But the alumni game is pretty cool. So it's Tribe, the high school team, that alumni, anybody who's graduated from over there, and the Highlander alumni, current players, and any old boys that we've had in the past from one of the first year teams. So we're taking all that alumni, all the current players, and we are throwing a mosh posh game all together. Same thing for the women. So if you want to come out, get a feel for what rugby is, that is tried and true what rugby is. It's going to be a lot of guys, just messing around. I could be playing one of the lineman position, fun stuff like that. So
he said no.
Cool. No. Can't afford you to get hurt. No.
But yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun. That will be our next action. It's really cool.
Awesome.
All right. So Chip, I'll let you do the outro as always.
All right. Well, please do not leave without leaving a like, comment, share, and subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform and right here on YouTube.
Make sure you check us out on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Check out the YouTube channel here. Subscribe. Click that bell to get notified of our latest videos. Check out streamlabs.com/movement radio/merch. Go cop some merch. And also movementradio.us, your one-stop shop for all things Movement Radio.
I am Chip Hazard.
I'm Talon Williams.
I'm Roger Sierra.
And this is Movement Radio.
God's plan.